Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank. The community bank where you come first. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Jane Winnett, and our final guest today is the Naperville Garden Club. And I'd like to welcome Gwen Lloyd. She is the second vice president, Cup of Chair co-chair. And then I also have Diane Greenewald. She is a Cup of Chair co-chair for the Garden Club. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to start off by just putting a little plug in and saying thank you to all of these wonderful flower arrangements that you do every single month for us here on Spotlight. We so appreciate it. They're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to start with you, Gwen. Tell us a little bit about the Garden Club. It's been around for 85 years.
It has. It's one of the oldest volunteer women's group in the city. It's part of the fabric of Naperville. It started out as an offshoot from the Women's Club. It was a subsidiary little group, the Garden Committee within the Women's Club, and then they decided to make their own organization. And so they split off and became federated. And ever since, we've had membership in the 100 of members, and it has just taken off. We have always had as our reason for being in existence to beautify Naperville and do everything we can to make this a nice place to live, as is always advertised. Why do people want to come and live in Naperville? It's because of all of the extra things that happen within the community, and the Garden Club is part of that.
Absolutely. I love the way you put that, the fabric. Tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you do, because you have lots of great civic projects that the Garden Club sponsors and gets involved in. So tell us a little bit about those, Diane.
We do, Jane. We've had the Blue Star marker down by Burlington Park, which is a special marker from our National Garden Club, and it honors all our veterans, all our service people that have lost their lives, and also acknowledges police and firemen. It's just a way of recognizing them. And so that's one of the projects we had, and we developed a garden along with the Naperville Park District. We also take care of some of the gardens at the Naperville Park areas. Sometimes we plant bulbs for Planet Pink, for breast cancer awareness. We take care of Nichols Library also. We do some plantings there. Years past, we did plantings at Naper Settlement along with the Settlement and Heritage Society. We started the Nicarico Garden down at Elmwood Elementary School in honor of Jeannie Nicarico. So there's all these things that we have done just to help beautify and make people recognize that gardening and is a way of taking care of our city too.
It is, and I think it's very therapeutic. Doing it is very therapeutic, and then enjoying it.
Right.
I mean, it can really brighten up a whole day and really make you feel good.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the scholarships, though, because that's something, in addition to the civic projects that you do, you guys give away quite a lot of money. So tell us about those scholarships and why that's important to the Garden Club.
Well, as a result of our major fundraiser, the Cup of Cheer, it gives us our seed money for all of our activities within the club, but also our major thing that we do for the community is to give money back in the form of scholarships. And this is for any graduating senior that is within the 203, 204 school districts within the Naperville area. They could also go to Bennett, they could be homeschooled, they could do any number of things. And these are students who are majoring in Garden Club related issues. So horticulture,
landscape design, environmental law.
Yeah.
We have sponsored also not only just in college these new seniors, but continued their education in college, going on to grad school. So we have some that are conservationists as well with the SeaWorld, that we have sort of given them little seed money to start start their education and then
It's
their
like growing
careers.
a garden. You're
It
planting
is.
a seed for the
Well,
future.
And we're very, very pleased that we've reinvested in our community over $200,000.
That's
that
a
we have
big
given
number.
back.
Right.
We think so.
It is. That's
Yeah.
a terrific, and that really does pay it forward to those
Yeah.
kids. That's
It does.
fantastic.
And the other thing is that it's a reward for the taxpayers within our community. You know, so often you feel the volunteer groups need to give to the downtrodden and all, and yes, there is a need for that, but there's also a need to repay our good, upstanding citizens who pay taxes and have their kids go to school, and again, that are a part of the community, and we want to reward them for being such good members of Naperville.
Well, that's wonderful. And you said, now you're funding that in part with the Cup of Cheer,
Yes.
54th year. So tell us a little bit about that. It's exciting every year.
It is, and it's our Christmas starts really as we're going now in our final days, but it's a house walk, so we decorate 4 homes within the Naperville area. So they're seasonally decorated in all levels, from the basement sometimes to the attic and outside. So these ticket holders will come view the homes. They'll also visit a holiday market, and that is where we have another committee of Garden Club members that make wonderful items seasonally for the holidays, wreaths and centerpieces as you see here, but with the Christmas twist on it. And then you can come also then to the holiday tea. And we serve coffee and tea in our special souvenir cup and saucer.
Beautiful.
That's bone china, and that pattern is specific for the year. So you have homemade cookies, and that is another requirement, a part of Cup of Cheer, that we all have to make cookies, 4 to 5 dozen of cookies each member brings in, and that is part of the treat. And we also have a contest that's among our members, which now has added a little edge to that. There's a lot of
Little health
competition.
competition?
Yes, competition and fighting. They will win a cup and saucer if they have the best tasting cookie, and that is judged by our social chairs, and then our president of our Garden Clubs of Illinois has the final decision. She also visits us, and she does the judging. So-
That's a tough job.
and
That's a
they're
tough job. Yes.
They're delicious cookies, because these women will look over the holiday tea table and say, I want that one. So,
That's wonderful. Well, listen, we are so excited with all the good work that you're doing. We invite the residents to come on out and come December 4th and December 5th to Cup of Cheer. It is a wonderful,
Thank you.
long-standing tradition, wonderful way to kick off the holiday season. And we thank you for all the wonderful flowers that you are planting across Naperville. It's really terrific. And we're going to be right back.